fuck yourself. Russian worship, fuck yourself. Russian worship, fuck yourself. Russian worship, fuck yourself. Russian worship! Putin kinda sounds like bitch in Portuguese. Keys locked you out and threw away the keys. You're liberating people from pain or heartbeat, like a Jesus with a nuke, a book and a hard read. Deluded and abusive, demented and intrusive. Could have been amusing as a grumpy old dead man. Forget the bruising, cause missiles they keep cruising. Cause they keep shooting over kids on the bed. Molotov making, mothers keep choosing. The West will keep looking, basically not doing. Keep your lessons learned, fakes keep looming. Your strength keeps booming, y'all don't need no one's hand. Show them all the colors. More balls in the US, bigger than the EU, deadlier than NATO, all of it just you. Shalom, dear Zelensky, God is intervening. Please stop this message, Slava Ukraine! Russian worship, fuck yourself. Russian worship, fuck yourself. Russian worship, fuck yourself. Russian worship, fuck yourself! Alright, for love and ammunition, fuck your liberation. Let's on invasion! Send more ammunition, 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 send more ammunition. Wishing to grab in the bird, sending a message aloud. Wishing to grab in the bird, sending a message aloud. Wishing to grab in the bird. Sending a message aloud. Put your global middle fingers up.
Sweetest Paulina.
Yeah, that's the first skill that
We did it, we drove them in fear. Sweetest Paulina. You're shining like pearlescent tears in every street, in every scene. Amongst the rubble, baby, your soul is here. Wish you could have seen it. That monster's face when the bullet hit him.
Guess what we're trying to say is we didn't have the chance to kill Hitler back then, but we can kind of do Putin now. Just saying. Russian worship, fuck yourself. Russian worship, fuck yourself. Russian worship, fuck yourself. Russian worship, fuck yourself! Alright, for love and ammunition, fuck your liberation. Let's on invasion! Send more ammunition, 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 send more ammunition! Wishing to grab in the bird, sending a message aloud. Wishing to grab in the bird, sending a message aloud. Wishing to grab in the bird, sending a message aloud. Put your global middle fingers up. Send more ammunition, 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 aloud. Wishing to grab in the bird, sending a message aloud. Wishing to grab in the bird, sending a message aloud. Wishing to grab in the bird, sending a message aloud. Put your global middle fingers up.
He loves that song.
I can see Vladimir Zelensky bump into that shit with his troops. I can see that shit. So much to say.
If I go to war and help there, I'm just going to be killed in like 5 minutes. So I'm saying, so might as well do something and survive it.
Yeah, it's true. I believe that too. First of all, good notch on the current event. I have one in the makes too. Kate Clark, I know you're mad as hell. I haven't shot my video yet, but just calm down. We'll get there. But there's so much to say about this song because first of all, let's start with this is Real Talk Radio if you didn't know, and this is Apes, man. What is up, y'all? You just heard their song. Now I have heard y'all do so many different genres. It's truly magnificent. You're like the Swiss Army knife of musicians.
It's funny, yeah.
I've got severe ADHD.
Hey, I've heard him
I get
fast
bored
rap,
really
slow
easily.
rap.
He's really
I've heard
into his like rock at the moment, so.
It all depends what I'm listening to at the moment. Yeah, I get bored really easily, bro.
Yeah, well, I think I know what inspired this song, but go ahead and tell us, man. What made you say to yourself, I'm going to shoot a musical missile at Russia?
Well, because Russia's basically been acting like dicks. Come on, like what Putin's doing in Russia is like every day you watch the news and you just feel like doing something. To be honest, you just feel like slapping the dude because he doesn't look much. He looks like an idiot. And he's doing all that shit. Like, what the fuck? You should be able to do something. And since no one's trying to kill him, at least we try to do this.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
if someone wants to kill him, please do. The West appreciates.
The first couple of weeks after everything really started to kick off between Russia and Ukraine, he was just always angry. He was coming over really angry all the time and really just angsty and depressed.
I was
Just
really
pissed off with
pissed
it all.
off.
He wouldn't let it drop, and the only thing that he could really do to help was make this song, and
smoke a shit ton of weed.
we
in the
made it.
process.
made it
hallelujah.
pretty quick.
Yes, sir, man.
You were very stressed. You got yourself very down there, didn't you?
Yeah, fucking hell. Dude is a cunt, man. It's like, he
Yeah.
just completely attacks another country like that. And it's like, no regard for anything.
And
Not
your
even for his own troops, man. It's like ridiculous.
Oh, no.
And your frustration was conveyed in your song, bro.
Yeah, and I thought, oh shit. Can we pause this a second? My
Let
wife's
me
calling
see.
me.
Let me see. Right.
We're
I
back.
have no-
My wife didn't kill me.
His wife
Sorry,
did
ladies, I
not
have no
kill
wife.
him. We're just flooding with comments of people being very sad about that. I mean, yeah.
Sorry.
We were talking about this Russia song, right? And I think most of the world agrees with you guys that the travesties that occurred and the massacres and the blood for the purpose is just quite ridiculous indeed. And that's why that's a good song. It's passionate, and you guys' contrast, like always, you're coming in there all intense and angry, and then she's all soothing and soulful, and then you come back, and that's how you make a good song, man. So I like it.
You, man. Thank you. Cool.
Yeah, man. It's very good.
Hopefully
Now,
Putin will listen to it one day and have a heart attack or something. That's the goal.
yeah. And why do you guys make music?
Why do we make music?
Yeah, does it sound like an intrusive question?
It was either that or heroin.
Oh, and was it a hard choice? Was it? What made you go with music,
I don't know, to be honest. I never tried heroin. It was either that or what. It looks like people that do it quite enjoy it for the first month or so. So
yeah, before their life is torn to shit, they have a great time.
If I ever get really depressed or the world goes to shit and I decide to kill myself, I think that will be the way. Might as well just go with
think so?
lying.
You wouldn't want to do like a hallucinogenative instead?
You can't die with LSD, bro.
You can't?
Well, you become a vegetable. You can't die. I'm already half a vegetable. I feel like a potato most days.
And if you do become a vegetable from LSD, does that mean that your photosynthesis is that of illusions?
I don't know. I can only answer that question under the influence of LSD.
That's fair. That's very fair.
I think I need for us to solve this one.
That is very fair, man. Well, the next time you're under the influence, think of me, give me a ring. We'll ask you the question again. We'll see.
Oh, bro,
what
I'm
you-
gonna call you like halfway through the night,
No,
like 4
you'll be
a.m. in the
like-
morning. Bro, the unicorns are following me, man. It's your fault.
I can imagine that. No, it could be like, answer your question, yes, because everything is an illusion, really. This world isn't real.
Shit, that's
So, I mean, on that subject, right? Are you saying that this is a simulation?
Fucking hell, bro.
Not really. Let's just think of it as your brain is the only, your mind, your consciousness is actually the only consciousness, and everything around it has been made up by your brain. So it is kind of a simulation, but
is a
Because-
simulation by stimulation.
yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
You're not really-
Because, bro,
Me,
if thi-
my mind is the only thing that's real, and everything that's in this world I've created.
I don't know.
I
I
am
think
not.
I think you're not real. I think I created you in my mind. So
If
now
that
you're
is
bro,
the-
I created you in my mind, bro.
if that's the case, you did a
always
wonderful
have had a
job
double
on me.
complex.
You did a wonderful job. What the hell? Damn. Oh, you know what I was gonna say? If life was a simulation, I got a shitty character, bro. Like,
That's only because that's the character you've given yourself. You
yeah,
can
I
change
didn't.
it.
I
You
would
just
have.
need to change your mind.
But to
change
be
your
honest,
brain.
I'm with him because I wish I had a premium character. I think I just didn't have the.
Yeah,
when I was
bro.
made.
You could have
I
had
was made,
Elon
didn't have
Musk.
enough credits, and I just ended up with this
Yeah.
unfinished awesomeness.
Yeah, but you can change it.
Yeah. I found this body at the
Unfinished
thrift. The thrift
That's
store.
what I'm unfinished awesomeness.
I like it, man. And
No,
yo,
no.
music. We got to get back to music, or we'll be talking about this all day, man. We definitely got to get you guys back on for a waffling on, because that is that type of forte. But when
Oh,
it
we
comes
like
to
to waffle.
music,
Oh, we do like to waffle.
yes. Who has
And
been
I
your
like
strongest?
waffles
Yes, well, yes. Waffle is a common term over there, right? Yeah, waffling. You know what waffling is. And what is your strongest influencer of music? Who is it?
Oh,
Take all the time you need.
too. Mine are quite modern.
my
Modern.
biggest influences in music. I don't know.
It's really
Oh,
hard
sh-
to pinpoint, isn't it?
Who
It's like,
got
you pick?
who
But
got you doing music?
who got me doing music?
Oh shit.
Is that this guy?
The reason I started doing music was after coming across a couple of sort of like more low-key modern artists and thinking to myself, I'd love to do what they're doing. And still follow them now, and I still sort of like watch what they do, and I still want to kind of get to their level of things. Sort of like copycat, really. Not like copying exactly, still being myself, but
Well, you created them. So.
No, but it's like you kind of, I said, look at your influences and you kind of copy them a little bit because you want to be like them, don't you? So
Yeah, that is true. And what about yourself? I mean, you guys are called Abes. I don't know whether, I mean, where's
Yeah.
Ali in that, bro? Like, where's
He's also in there. We're all apes. Like my influences is weird. I was in boarding school back in Portugal for like 3 months. I was kicked out after 3 months. It was really bad. They put you 24 hours a day with people you don't like. It's gonna be like, yeah, you will be kicked out of that school. And I only had like a mixtape with like Portuguese hip hop, like 90s, early 2000s Portuguese hip hop, the Missy Elliott CD and the Busta Rhymes CD. And I got really bored, so I just started writing.
making your own music.
And from then, I just really liked it.
He makes the
What?
music he'd like to listen to.
Yeah, I make
Good.
songs that I like to listen to, and I can't because no one's making them. Basically.
Well, how awesome is it to start your journey with those two artists, Busta Rhymes and Missy Elliott, man? That's
Fuck yeah, it's hell of influence. And Portuguese hip hop, because you had that gritty underground vibe back in the day.
And what do you think of the state of the music now?
State of the music now? It's profitable if you got enough money to invest, but that's it. It just became a way to make money without having to invest themselves as the industry goes. Because think about it, before yeah, it was hard to get a deal, a contract, anything was really hard to get into it. But once you got it, would be a lot easier because you could get it without having much gear, without having a finished product. All you needed to do is put your effort into gigging, creating something, and someone would pick you up. These days, it created like a false economy where not only you got the labels trying to do that, but they now focus more on sure things. But you got a whole industry of trying to make money out of the artists just so they can be at the same level than anyone else, just to compete. It's a weird one. Like the industry is fucked for as an artist.
Well, to be honest with you, they have more people in the game now. They can be more choosy and pick people that are already pretty much there.
But they don't pick or choose by music. Back in the day, yeah, you would always go for how much people that band can pull, and you always had the business side of it. But you'd still try to understand trends and try to create new trends. These days, it's very safe. You got an algorithm that just reads trends and you just follow that. It's more than that. That's a bit simplified, but it's basically that, and that creates an industry where musicians have no money to invest in their own music in order to actually become big. And then you got another problem, which is you got another scamming industry coming on top of that completely undermines everyone's work and all that. It's all down to how much it was open to DIY. I think DIY was good because anyone can record music nowadays, but it's bad because now you can't sell it.
Well, wait, you don't have DistroKid where they pay you 0.0000000008?
Exactly, I know. We already did a whole tour with the money we made from DistroKid last year. We went from here to the bus stop, and then we got there and didn't have enough money to pay for the bus. So we walked back home. That was our tour. We toured.
We went and bought some penny sweets.
Yeah, DistroKid. Why are you hating on us? Yeah. Like,
DistroKid, fucking amazing. Yeah, I made enough money to buy 1 gram of weed.
To be honest with you, the streaming platforms, they have made it easier for you to get your music out there and be heard, but it has made it so much harder to actually make money because nobody wants to buy CDs. So on one hand, you can just put out music whenever.
It's not that. The streaming is a good system if you don't have like 2-3 companies in charge of that and not really paying any royalties, because it's ridiculous. Come on, you have like, if you have 1,000 people listening to you, you should have an income from that you can support yourself as a musician. Because back in the day, if you sold 1,000 CDs, you at least would make enough money to pay for the next album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got 1,000 streams and you've got enough money to buy yourself a Big Mac.
With no fries. No fries.
No, just a Big Mac. Actually, save a menu. You might get yourself a double cheeseburger.
It's so true. So when you take that into consideration, what keeps you going? What keeps you making the music?
Oh, the passion for making it.
Just loving making music.
The love for doing it and performing.
Yeah, and how does it feel? How does it feel to make music? How does it feel to perform music? And how does it feel to create music?
It feels fucking amazing.
Depending on the song, the feelings are different.
I feel good all the time. I just feel like, there's a new song.
Honestly, making the song feels great. But when you're actually like creating the song, like the first idea depends on the emotions and the state that you're in. So if you're feeling sad, you make the music, the song, depending on how you're feeling.
Yeah, you don't really feel.
But then actually making the song and you're getting hyped because it's coming together. The process of it all is really exciting, and the learning new things, because we've only been in this game a couple of years, and it's like so much learning involved. And I love collaborating with people as well.
That's a hit.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I got a hit right back. I was just
and collaborating. I
like
working with other people. I like hearing other people. It makes music more exciting because if you listen to the song, you've got all the different elements from different artists. I hate boring music. I don't like music that sounds the same all the time.
Oh, I love boring music.
And that's the beauty of collaborations.
Sometimes I really like boring music.
Do you?
Sometimes I find myself listening to
I don't like listening to albums
Leonard
where every
Cohen
song sounds the same. It's like,
for no reason.
And I was gonna send an innuendo right back at you guys. Like I've done a lot of collaborations, but do not have Abesapes on my list. So shame on you.
What I do have is several requests from Abesapes for a collab with Peabody, but
No way, dude. What? Like, we're gonna talk about this off camera, man.
We'll be right there.
no, bro, no, we need to collab. We definitely need to
Yeah,
collaborate.
dude, we do. It would
And then we
be
need to do a
amazing.
music video where you're wearing those glasses.
Yes, yeah. And you have to throw some Portuguese in our collaboration because some of us aren't gifted to have the native tongue. So you got to throw it out there. Put it on the collaboration. Whew, I like it already. And how did you guys start making music together? And how did Abe's the name come about?
Oh shit.
Abesapes has been around for many, many years before I came along.
Abesapes was always like my outlet. If I was in a band or in a project and I wanted to do something that wouldn't fit with the band or project, I had Abesapes. And we ended up touring for a bit in Portugal and Spain and shit, and it worked out all right, but it was just not hitting what we needed. So once I moved back to Britain, I brought Abesapes with me, the idea, and I was looking to just build it up and do something with it, but more focused on actual goals and actually doing something proper. And then I met her. I saw a video of her on Facebook, and I was like,
It was the first video I'd ever posted.
shit, that's pretty cool.
My friend was like,
She can sing, and I just
my friend
messaged
was
her.
like, oh, you should post something up, just post it. So I said, all right, then, shy me. I was like, okay, I'll do that. Never sung before, so I just kind of like sat in the kitchen trying to learn to play guitar for the first time, singing for the first time, put it up, and then he messages like, hi.
No, not like that. Not like that. I didn't message
Wanna
her
be in a band?
like
No,
hi.
your wife did. Luckily, I did kind of know his wife from the
Yeah,
past.
my wife messaged her. Like I didn't go like, oh hi. What are you willing to do to be in a band, hey?
In all fairness, if it hadn't been someone that I've known, my wife messaged me because I kind of knew her from many years ago.
You knew her from Adam.
If it wasn't her, I probably would have ignored the message. If it was you that had messaged, I would have been like, I don't know this weirdo.
Well, even if he said hey, even if he was like, hey.
Yeah, too many men message in the inbox, just like, hey, and then they're like, hey, and then the next thing you know is a dick pic.
You got to do a 50 Cent Many Men remix. Many men. Many men.
And it's never the right men. Never the ones with like lots of money offering to be sugar daddies. Always the ones just sending.
I know. I haven't found a grandma that will let me live in her mansion either. I'm looking. All right. We got 10 more minutes. All right. So let's hit.
Abesapes. Before I forget, Abesapes. It's really simple. It just means Abraham's apes. So it's kind of like saying that we can be created, but if we created, we can also evolve. Like we're
deep.
Abraham's apes. Kind of you apes, but you're still sons of Abraham. It's like a weird thing.
I like it. I actually
like
like
piss off the rabbi, just to piss off the rabbi. Really,
he's a little bit
very philosophical, man. It's very, it's very Nostradamus.
Don't you think it looks like our logo?
Let me just answer. My wife's calling me again. I think she's outside.
Oh, we have to pause you? Do we have to pause you?
One second. No,
we
you can talk.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
All right. We only got 10 minutes, so, don't be out there forever. All right, Ali, now you're here, and it's me, and I would like to know a time in your life that was a difficult time, where it may have seemed helpless, and how did you get yourself through that?
To be honest with you, I'd say I had my first child when I was 19. And then I was like 2 more children quite soon after that as well. And it was very lonely for many, many years. I was actually quite depressed. And to be honest with you, I was in a place where I didn't even know who the fuck I was. And it was only a couple of months before I posted the video on Facebook when I was starting to get to that. Do you know when you get to that point where you're so low that you think, fuck it, I can't deal with this anymore. I have to change my life. I have to do something. I have to find myself. So that's when I started I got
changed the life.
tattoos.
Changed the life.
Got piercings. Yeah,
Stop smoking weed, got piercings.
But, and then I posted the video up on Facebook, and then he came along, and I was like, "Fucking yeah, I'd love to do that. Love to be in a band. Let's do it." And then
She
been
thought it was a
discovering-
band, but then she realized
It was
was
a-
garage band.
it was a band to start with, but the other member dropped out very soon after I joined. So
Did you create some controversy?
I think there already was between them, if I'm being honest with you.
Mine didn't want to work.
And what about you, other Abraham? What a dark time in your life where you felt helpless. How'd you get through it?
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I dropped that bomb.
Oh, which one? I've loads
the-
of times in my life. But usually the way I get through bad moments is I
Never
find
try
myself
that.
depressed. I accept that I'm depressed for like a couple of days. I get completely fucked, like completely off my face. And then I gradually sober up for a bit, and then yeah, things are better. Then you don't really remember much of it, so it's fine. Write a song, make an album about it. When it comes back and starts, like the voices start coming back, just listen to some metal and just drowns the voices out.
All right.
I'm kidding,
And,
I'm not that crazy, fucking up.
Hey, that's relatable to me. I'm like, yeah, I've got voices. I know what that's like. So shit,
Nah,
if that works,
was-
go for it.
But it's usually, yeah, I deal with it by just making music and getting fucked up. I'm very basic, bro. I'm very
Yeah.
basic.
I
Give me
mean,
a studio and something that makes this go fucked, and I'm good. I'm good for life.
I
Yeah,
deal with it
different
for
world. And what
And a
about a
dog.
song?
I love dogs.
Has there been a song that you leaned on when you're feeling really, really down to help you get back up?
Yeah, when my mum died, I wrote a song for her, and kind of really helped that night. I literally just drank a bottle of whiskey in the studio and recorded that song, and then listened to it the next day, and I was like, yeah, that was pretty cool, actually. That's a pretty good song.
because
But
that was
it did really help. It was like cathartic, like getting all that.
Is that the song that?
It's called Mums.
Yeah,
You'll
he
know.
listened to that last week before,
Yeah.
again for the first time in ages, and then cried.
Yeah, well, hey, the notepad in the studio is the only place I feel comfortable complaining. Other than that, you know, I try not to be like them, but sometimes I need to just let my emotions on the paper so I don't fucking blow the world up, you know? And what about, you know, people, have you ever had a time in your life where you're struggling with your own belief in your craft?
Every fucking day for me, if I'm being honest with you.
No,
I have to really
I
convince myself to just keep going. I'm learning, I'm practicing, I'm gonna keep getting better, but I spend every day questioning myself.
I try to tell her not to do that. I've got another way of doing things, because I grew up being, I don't know if it's because I was a little shit as a kid, but I always have that thing. If you tell me you're not good at this, I tell
Oh
you,
yeah.
fuck you, I'm gonna be
If
better.
other people
I don't know.
say
It's
something,
like
then I'm
I've
like,
always had
watch
like
me. Yeah,
that's my
but-
motivation. If people say you can't do that, you shit at this, I go like, you know what, bro? Go fuck yourself. I will be better.
That is
Yeah.
honestly what motivates me, and
That's what
plus the fact
motivates.
that I'm just sort of like trying to prove myself wrong most of the time as well.
So yeah, I don't.
Because it's not just other people that say things; it's my own fucking brain that says things.
I
and I have
know.
to prove myself wrong. Every
But your
time.
brain says things because of subconscious seeds that were planted by other negative people.
Exactly,
that-
but it's so hard to overcome sometimes. It's like some weeks are great, like I'm just all positivity, it's all great, but then sometimes it's just they just start to come in slowly, and then it gets more and more these really horrible thoughts. It's like and then you
Yeah.
got to push through them, prove yourself wrong. What really helps is accomplishing, like, you know, achieving goals.
I think that's why I make a shit ton of songs all the time, because it's like I just want to do something. I already need to do it. If I start feeling like, oh, I'm not really good at this, I just jump in the studio and start working on it.
Prove
I didn't get
yourself.
enough praise as a kid. That's what it is. I need people. I need the public to come on and be like, "Oh my god, this is amazing." The more people that say it's amazing, maybe the more it'll be there. But at the moment, it's just like you got to keep telling yourself you're doing great. You're doing great.
Well, for the record, you are amazing, both of you guys.
Thank you.
So,
High five.
well deserved. Well deserved. I mean, I love
You're
you guys'
amazing too,
music.
but you don't need to
Thank
be told
you.
that. I'm sure you already do.
Oh, well, we're all amazing people.
Yes, group hug. Bring it in, guys. Yeah. And what message would you give to somebody out there that might be struggling with belief too? You know, like what can we say to them to help them get through?
Look, the human being takes 24 hours to learn anything. So that's it. That takes 24 hours to learn how to do anything. After that, then it takes a while to get good at it, but you can do anything in 24 hours. So that tells you that you can do anything. You just need to work at it. Like I couldn't sing for shit, man. My voice sounds like it's cracked half the time. But I fucking learned it because someone told me you can't sing. And I said, all right, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
like
sing.
that. I like it.
Yeah, I would say just if you think you can't, just keep going to prove yourself wrong more than anything. And consistency is key. Even if you just can't be asked, just keep
Just
going.
keep practicing, keep doing
practicing.
shit.
Practice,
And
practice, practice.
Find
practice,
something
practice.
you happy in. Like sometimes like I find loads of people do something or do music or play the guitar or do
Oh, yeah, you gotta
skateboarding
love
and
what
stuff
you do.
just for the sake of it, just to show off a bit. Look, it's no shame if it's not your thing to go and do something else. Find your passion and then just focus really hard on that passion, whatever it is that makes you feel happy and accepted. It doesn't matter what other people think, just what makes you feel good with yourself, and then you develop something from that.
That makes a huge difference, doesn't it? When you're actually passionate, you love what you do.
Yeah.
If it's not for you, just walk away.
I want you guys.
I
when
think
you
that's
see
the
this-
main thing. I think a lot of people get frustrated because of that. Some people
Running
get
out of
into,
time.
oh shit, we're running out of time. Yeah, but a lot of people get into things just for the sake of it, not finding something that they really love doing. Like, yeah, I'm lucky I found music, but could have been something else. I also love PlayStation. I found music. I would be playing PlayStation all
Oh, you
day.
could have been a streamer.
I would have been a streamer, YouTuber. Fuck yeah.
Twitch streamer.
I've already got Twitch.
Sorry, getting your song
That's-
queued
that's
up,
fine.
man. We
This
only
is-
have less than a minute, but you guys just play that last part of this interview and you'll know that you're gonna be special, man. You guys have all the keys right there. You've unlocked it in your brains. And to the people out there that are struggling with belief, you heard it coming straight from them. We're human too. We have those battles, but your self-belief at the end of the day, it's yours. So keep that shit. And we're gonna play a little bit of this song before we go.
Okay, thank you.